I swear, every time we hear something new about Will and Jada Smith's marriage, it's never anything good. But this time, things got super messy when Jaguar Wright spoke out a couple of days ago and exposed Will and Jada for using and manipulating young rappers. And trust, this drama is really weird and jaw-dropping. One of the craziest things about being a celebrity is how quickly you can fall from grace to grass, honey. And no, I'm not talking about Kanye West, I'm talking about Will and Jada Smith, specifically their marriage. We all know that most Hollywood marriages don't last more than a couple of business days, so Will and Jada really had the perfect marriage. Or so we thought. They were couple goals for a very long time until we found out what really was going on in their marriage and how toxic it was. And then they quickly became the worst couple ever. But it looks like their marriage was much more than that because Jaguar Wright just exposed some really shocking secrets about them. So we all know that their marriage started to look bad after the entire August Alsina entanglement situation and how August came out to reveal that Will gave him permission to pursue a romantic relationship with Jada.
I actually sat down with Will and had a conversation. He gave me his blessing. And I totally gave myself to that relationship for years of my life.
Jada then admitted to having a relationship with August, even though she didn't put it that way.
I got into an entanglement with August, that's what I said.
Jada got dragged for taking advantage of August when he was in a super vulnerable state and just needed her support. And let's not forget that he was her son's friend, which makes things even creepier. Then the whole Oscars slap thing and everybody just started hating on Will and Jada's marriage even more, and people were begging them to get a divorce. Well, if we had known the secrets that Jaguar Wright spilled, we would have begged them even harder to get that divorce. We all know that Jaguar is constantly spilling secrets and exposing the dark side of celebs. But the interesting thing is that nobody has ever sued her for defamation or anything like that, and we know how fast celebs tend to do that. They may threaten her once in a while or call her a liar, but they never take any real steps to make her stop. So people believe that she is telling the truth and that she has receipts to support her claims, and that's why nobody ever tries to sue her. So she recently sat down for an interview with Real Life Productions and had some interesting things to say about Will and Jada, starting off with claiming that Jada actually made Will smack the daylights out of Chris Rock at the Oscars last year.
Something didn't make him snap anything. He laughed at that badass joke that Chris said like everybody else. And then Jada looked at him and it was like the Manchurian Candidate.
Not the Manchurian. Not the Manchurian, god damn it.
Now this is where things get interesting because she claimed that Jada's entanglement with August was a power move against Will. It gets even more chaotic from here because she claimed that Will and Jada are bisexual and that they have both been involved in some really weird things with young men in Hollywood. This means that August Alsina was not the only rapper to have been involved in an entanglement with the Smiths. The crazy part is that she also claimed that they traumatized these young men to the point where they would leave the Smiths' house screaming.
And young men have left their house screaming to get away from them in their mentorship. Meek Mills.
So what she's pretty much saying is that the mentorship thingy that Will and Jada offer these upcoming celebrities is actually a front for them to get involved with them and get them to do weird things together. For those of you who don't know, mentorship is actually super common in Hollywood because established celebrities will sometimes take an upcoming celeb under their wing to help them understand how Hollywood works. But Will and Jada allegedly decided to use this to satisfy their weird fetish instead. Jaguar, being Jaguar, was not afraid to drop some names because she name dropped some of the young rappers that were allegedly traumatized by Will and Jada.
Bashir Gray left that house screaming. August the only one that stayed, and I guess he was really sick. He needed the help.
She then talked about how insane it was that Jada had gotten involved with her son's friend. I mean, we all thought this, but it's kind of nice to hear it from someone who has inside knowledge of what was really going on in the Smiths' house.
Yeah. Who believe that shit is real by any means with all of that?
Makes it tough to believe.
With all of that.
This is just a huge mess, but Jaguar still managed to slip one more shocking fact before she rounded up, and y'all gotta hear this for yourselves.
They ain't doing as much, I guess, now because they getting older. I guess it just moved over to the Wade house.
Energy transfers.
And I'm not saying that because of their trans daughter. I'm saying that because of the artist that I just spoke to not that long ago that got invited to a party at their house. Everything was cool up front till they went to the back and there was a bunch of old fucking niggas and fucking young boys back there, all ass naked in the Wade house.
The Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade? I know that Hollywood is messed up, but this is something that I never saw coming. But if Jaguar is to be believed, Dwayne and Gabrielle have learned from Will and Jada. So does this mean that in the next couple of years, we're gonna be hearing an entanglement story from Gabrielle? Child, I can't even with these celebrities because, listen, reacting to Jaguar's revelation, people left comments saying, how can a married woman sleep with a young man under the guise of mentorship? And these are the people some hail as heroes. What a shame. No straight married man would sit across a table laughing from his wife saying that crap and laugh unless he was up to the same himself. And they either think she's full of ish, off her rocker, and ain't worth the hassle, or they know she knows some ish and got the receipts to back it up, so they don't want the smoke with her. But it's interesting how no one has clapped back at all these allegations she's made, not even a cease and desist. But I really want to know, what do y'all think? Is Jaguar spilling facts, or is everything she's saying just under the wild celeb conspiracy theories? Will and Jada's marriage drama might be insanely chaotic, but it is nothing compared to the drama of this next video. Check it out. It's your girl Kiki with the hottest tea. Peace.